What is up, guys? We're working on the FJ Cruiser again. This time on the FJ Cruiser, don't mind my Amazon returns, we're gonna swap out the front seats for some PRPs. Okay, first step, remove the 4 bolts that hold the front seat in. It's 15mm bolts in the front, 14 in the rear. Really quick, just buzz all 4 of those out. Okay, and then once you have the seat out, you're going to go ahead and unplug your airbag wiring harness as well as your 2 other wiring harnesses attached to the seat, and you'll be seeing this plugged OEM seatbelt holder in there. That's just so I don't have the seatbelt lights on all the time because I have the aftermarket belts, as you can see. So in any case, you're going to go ahead and unplug all of these sensors. Okay, and then you're going to want to set the seat down on something flat, nice little work surface. I'm using one of the tires on my In Progress Samurai. And you're going to start taking out all of the Torx bits. These are T40 Torx bits for the seat slider itself, and you're just going to remove the slider from the rest of it. As you can see, I kind of cannibalized my first seat. That's because I was doing some testing, making sure this would work. And with that being said, that airbag sensor had to come out, and I pulled the whole sensor with it. That way there's still resistors, and so I don't get a code. So I might have to cannibalize this seat as well in order to not have that airbag code. We'll see when we get there. First thing I'm going to do is just pull the sliders off, which is as easy as taking 4 of the Torx bits out. Now that I have the actual slider released, I'm going to go back through and undo all the wiring and see which of the wiring I'm going to keep. Alright, so I was actually a little bamboozled. Since there's sensors in all 4 corners of the passenger seat for the weight sensors for the passenger light, I'm going to go ahead and pull these sensors out as well. And since this is the slider bracket is the only thing we need from these seats. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie these sensors as well to the bottom side of this bracket, just in place with nothing on them, no pressure on them. That way I can retain the OEM wiring and I won't have the seat light going off, as well as I won't have the seat belt light going off because I'll retain this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all 4 of these sensors and pull the whole harness and zip tie it to the slider, which is the only thing we need. I hate cannibalizing something that's not made anymore, and these seats aren't made anymore, so I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to pull it, and that way you guys don't have to go through the pain of watching someone destroy a perfectly good FJ Cruiser seat. Alright, so let's talk PRP. The PRP come with 4 mounting holes that run vertically along the base. This is the base of my passenger seat PRP. Here is the rock slider itself. Rock slider. Here is the seat slider itself. And as you can see, these back bolt holes need to go forward about 6 inches. That's what these pieces are for. And the front ones line up about perfectly. I just need to plasma cut a hole in the seat frame down there and then run a bolt with a spacer through it to match the spacing between where the seat lines up and the mounting bolt. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's really quick and simple, not a lot to it. These work by grinding down the seat mounts right here, welding this flat piece here, and or actually right here, excuse me, and then throwing a bolt through the cut holes right here. So that's how it works. It's actually really simple, not a lot to it. On the PRP extra long, extra tall, the bolt holes in the front line up perfectly, so that's even easier. But for this one, it's just as easy as plasma cutting and welding. So I'm gonna do that, come back and show you guys the final product and the final seat slider. Should be easy. Okay, quick recap. These are just little S-bin pieces of 1/4-inch steel. I used the vise and a hammer to get the S-bin. Those were nice and simple to make. And the front are just some longer bolts or some spacers that gusset out. There'll be another bolt that catches it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the slider back on and show you guys how it looks. All right, so this is how the front look with those spacers. Everything's in place, nice and covered. And then this is how the rear look, welded with those S-bins. Weld it right to the bottom of the sliders. That way the sliders still have room to move. And that's how it all looks. And believe it or not, this is definitely strong enough just to hold the seat in place, go figure. So I could add more gussets if I wanted to and cross brace it, but I don't think I need to. And yeah, that's good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this black and we can go talk about reinstalling it. I almost forgot, here's the cable management. So this is the way everything's just gonna lay back in place. Gonna replug it back in, retaining all the old OEM harness. All right, next steps to replug in the wiring harnesses and get ready to reboot. It's just repeating the same steps. So I'm gonna get this flipped upright and then throw the 4 bolts through it. Should be nice and quick. Guys, that's the PRP. Nice, quick, little, easy video. These seats fit great. This PRP, big and tall, extra wide, extra tall, actually fits me pretty well. So that's exciting. But seats are in. That's it for this one. Nice, quick, little video. I'll catch you guys next time.